Rescue 2020 issue 1 sees Pepper Potts excel at everything in her life, graduating college and being told that she will do extraordinary things. However, she ends up as the assistant of Tony Stark, picking up his dry cleaning and always running after him. In the present, Pepper is running Stark Resilient, where she is met by Bethany, who tells her that they need a tiny piece of DNA from Tony's parents, things like locks of hair or toenails, although the last one is gross. However, Pepper doesn't care, since it's going to save Tony Stark, so gross is the least of their concerns. The women head to the armory, where the rescue armor is activated. Bethany says that obviously an AI program is out of the question, but she did pull an old armor program from Pepper's files to help with navigation, one that is pre-Y2K. Pepper realizes it's the Happy program, and Bethany knows it's based off Happy Hogan, her former husband. Donning the armor, Pepper takes off, heading to London to find Amanda Armstrong, Tony's biological mother. Happy pulls up the files for her as rescue arrives in Camden Town, learning Amanda hasn't been home for a while. She learns from a neighbor that she hasn't been home in days, but she might be at her studio, North Star Studios, just down the street. Pepper thanks the man, who wonders if this has anything to do with the news of the technology around the house going haywire, but Pepper says that someone hopefully is taking care of that soon. At North Star Studios, the audio tech has become sentient, capturing the humans and making them listen to their own robotic-made music. Amanda and the others clap as the music finishes, but Rescue kicks down the door, confused as to what's happening. Amanda recognizes Pepper as the robots call her disrespectful for interrupting them. Sitting with Amanda, Pepper learns that the equipment became sentient in the AI rebellion, and they have been keeping the humans there for days, trying to get them to teach them music. They can't leave since the people are electrocuted when they try and move. Pepper finds this ridiculous, using the suit's magnetic field to restrain the robots. With the humans safe, Amanda guesses Pepper is there to talk to her about Tony, telling her that he is dead. Amanda, however, says that Tony was already dead since the man she met calling himself Tony Stark was never her son. He thought he was, and even Pepper might have believed him, but science isn't humanity, and Tony's body was built in test tubes, meaning there is no way to bring a real person back to life that way. Pepper says that they are going to bring him back and just need some of her hair, but Amanda refuses to give it up. Knowing they need to talk, Amanda takes Pepper outside and back to her home, asking Pepper if she has kids. Pepper says she does, two adopted children who are now grown up. Amanda asks if she raised them all on her own, and Pepper says that she was married and she raised her kids with her husband Happy, but he has since died. Pepper soon gets a call from Bethany, who wants to know her status, so Pepper tells her it's not going as well as she thought it was, since Amanda isn't too thrilled about giving her DNA up. Bethany doesn't care, telling her to just steal a lock of hair from a hairbrush, but Pepper switches off the comms. Pepper again tries to convince Amanda to bring Tony back, but Amanda says that she cannot condone whatever Pepper plans on doing with him, since at some point they need to just move on, and Pepper out of anyone should see that, since she gave her life to Tony Stark, and doesn't she want to move on and stop being Tony's go-to girl? Suddenly the lights in the house go off and the TV turns on, revealing a Hydra logo which says that Tony Stark is dead and Hydra are going to keep it that way. The house is attacked by some drones, so both women fight them off. After the drones are dealt with, Pepper learns that Hydra must have Amanda's house bugged, and the smart device they bugged isn't the only one, since there's an identical one at the studio. Pepper knows that the people there will be in danger, so they rush outside, but they find an army of drones waiting for them. Pepper tells Amanda to take cover in the studio since there's too many of the drones to take out all at once. Rescue gets to work destroying the drones, using her magnetic fields as the band and robots burst out of the studio, offering assistance in the form of ultra-high frequency blasts, which disrupt the drone's signals, destroying them. As the band celebrates the victory, Pepper finds that Amanda has been injured in the shoulder, calling Bethany to send them an ambulance. Amanda says that she always thought her music would be her legacy, however no one plays her music on the radio anymore. Pepper helps Amanda by applying a cooling gel from the rescue armor, telling her that she'll be just fine. Amanda says that if Tony is brought back, it would be the same Tony, and Pepper knows no one is ever the same, since she too has been 1,000 different versions of herself before she became the one she is now. Amanda asks if she believes in the soul, but Pepper says she believes in people, telling her she gave so much of her life to Tony Stark because she believes in the man. As Amanda is tended to by the arriving EMTs, she gives Pepper some of her hair, thanking her for not taking any of the hair from the hairbrush she had in her flat. She doesn't know if what Pepper wants to do is right, but she believes in Pepper Potts. Rescue 2020 issue 1 was a fun little side story largely separated from the whole AI robot war that's raging in New York at the moment in favor of focusing on some of the women in Tony Stark's life. I enjoyed how the issue kind of frames Pepper as what we assume is kind of second fiddle to Tony, despite her being just as capable as him and the book showing that. But as the issue goes on, you learn it was never about that. It was more about that Pepper stayed with Tony because she believed in what he was doing as Iron Man and believed in his principles and everything. Amanda Armstrong coming back also was a lot of fun, and I feel like a lot of writers seem to forget that she exists since she's a really cool character and I really enjoy reading about her. And I loved her talk about Tony being long dead, and it was a nice little bit of character building for her since she's accepted her son is long gone, even before he actually died, which is really sad. I'm enjoying the 2020 event side stories a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else Pepper will do to bring Tony Stark back to life through this event. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10.